Have you ever woken up in the morning, feeling like you've barely slept, or found yourself dragging through the day, completely drained, as if someone's just let all the air out of your tires? It's a feeling many of us experience as we get older, that persistent sense of being flat, low on energy, and just not quite yourself. Maybe you're finding yourself making endless trips to the bathroom, especially at night, which completely disrupts any chance of a good night's sleep. Or perhaps you're avoiding social outings because you're worried about bladder control, or you simply don't have the energy you used to. It's a painful reality that this feeling can creep in, making daily life a chore and stealing away the joy from simple pleasures. But here's a surprising truth: while getting older certainly brings changes, that persistent flat feeling isn't always an inevitable part of aging. Often, it's a sign that some very simple, yet incredibly powerful, habits are out of sync. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're vital signs your body is giving you, and many of them fall directly into what a urologist often sees as key to your overall vitality and well-being. In this video, we're going to explore several practical habits and insights, straight from the perspective of what a urologist often sees as contributing to that flat feeling, that can help you regain your spark, sleep better, and truly feel more vibrant. Stick with me until the very end, because I've got one piece of advice that might just surprise you and make the biggest difference. So, let's dive right into our first powerful strategy, one that seems incredibly simple, but its timing and approach can make all the difference to how you feel throughout your day and night: strategic hydration. Now, you might be thinking, I know, I need to drink more water. And yes, staying hydrated is absolutely crucial for every bodily function, from brain clarity to digestion. But for seniors, especially those experiencing that flat feeling, the way you hydrate is just as important as how much. Many people either don't drink enough, leading to sluggishness and even concentrated urine that can irritate the bladder, or they drink too much at the wrong times, setting themselves up for restless nights full of bathroom trips. Think about it: if you're constantly waking up to use the toilet, are you truly getting the deep, restorative sleep your body needs to feel energetic and vital the next day? Absolutely not. This chronic sleep disruption is a massive contributor to that flat feeling. The key here is to front-load your fluid intake. Aim to drink the majority of your water and other healthy fluids like herbal teas throughout the morning and early afternoon. This gives your body plenty of time to process the liquids and empty your bladder before bedtime. As evening approaches, say 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep, start tapering off your fluid intake. This doesn't mean you cut it off entirely. A small sip if you're thirsty is fine, but avoid large glasses of water, tea, or any other beverage. Think of it like managing a well-tuned machine. You're giving it what it needs, but not overloading it at times when it needs to rest. You'll find that by making this simple adjustment, you'll significantly reduce the need to wake up at night, allowing for longer, uninterrupted stretches of sleep. And that, my friends, is a direct path to waking up feeling refreshed, less flat, and ready to tackle the day with more energy. I've heard countless stories, like that of Mr. Johnson, who used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night, convinced he just had a small bladder. Once he started sipping water throughout the day and cutting off fluids a few hours before bed, he was amazed to find himself sleeping through the night for the first time in years. He said it was like rediscovering what it felt like to genuinely feel awake and alive in the mornings, rather than perpetually exhausted. Now, this next point might seem a little unexpected when you're thinking about feeling flat, but it's incredibly vital for anyone looking to regain control, confidence, and that spark of vitality, core strength, and pelvic floor power. When we talk about feeling flat, it's often not just about physical energy, but also about a feeling of being less robust, less in control. And for many seniors, a significant source of this feeling comes from issues related to bladder control. You see, The pelvic floor muscles are like a supportive hammock at the base of your pelvis, holding up your bladder, bowels, and for women, the uterus. They're crucial for controlling when you start and stop the flow of urine, preventing leaks, and maintaining overall stability. Unfortunately, these muscles can weaken over time due to various factors like age, inactivity, or, in women, events like childbirth, and in men, prostate issues or surgery. When these muscles aren't working as they should, it can lead to frustrating problems like leakage when you cough, sneeze, or laugh, a constant urge to go, or even difficulty emptying your bladder fully. Imagine the emotional toll this takes: the embarrassment, the constant worry, the fear of accidents, limiting your social activities, or even just enjoying a good laugh. This kind of anxiety and limitation directly contributes to feeling flat and diminished. But here's the good news: just like any other muscle in your body, your pelvic floor can be strengthened. These aren't complicated gym routines. We're talking about simple, discrete exercises that you can do anywhere, anytime. The most well-known are Kegel exercises. To find these muscles, imagine you're trying to stop the flow of urine or hold back gas. That tightening sensation is your pelvic floor. The key is to squeeze these muscles. Hold for a few seconds, then relax fully. It's not about tensing your buttocks or thighs. It's a very internal, targeted squeeze. Start with short holds, maybe 3 to 5 seconds, and gradually increase as you get stronger. Aim for sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, a few times a day. Consistency is far more important than intensity here. And don't forget your broader core, a strong core. Even through gentle exercises like deep belly breathing or careful standing exercises, provides overall stability that supports your pelvic floor and improves posture, contributing to a feeling of greater strength and energy. Mrs. Peterson, a lovely woman who had almost given up her beloved garden club because of bladder leaks, started doing Kegels every day. Within a few weeks, she noticed a remarkable difference. She regained control, felt more confident, and that allowed her to re-engage with her passion, feeling much more energetic and less anxious about leaving home. It truly transformed her feeling of being flat into one of renewed freedom. All right, moving on. Let's talk about something many of us enjoy: food and drink, and how they quietly influence our energy and comfort in ways you might not expect. This brings us to our third crucial strategy: understanding the gut-bladder connection through diet. You might be surprised to learn how much what you put into your body impacts your bladder and, by extension, your overall feeling of vitality. Just like certain foods can upset your stomach, others can be irritants to your bladder, leading to increased urgency, frequency, and discomfort. If your bladder is constantly sending signals to your brain, or if you're experiencing pain or unease, it's incredibly difficult to feel energetic and vibrant. This constant low-level irritation is a huge drain on your physical and mental resources, contributing directly to that flat feeling. Common culprits often include acidic foods and drinks like citrus fruits and juices, tomatoes, cranberries, and even some sodas. Caffeine, found in coffee, tea, and many energy drinks, is a notorious bladder stimulant and diuretic, meaning it makes you produce more urine and feel more urgency. Alcohol, too, acts as a diuretic and can irritate the bladder lining. Spicy foods and artificial sweeteners are also on the list for many people. The painful reality here is that many of us are unknowingly consuming things that are contributing to our bladder discomfort and, by extension, our fatigue. Imagine waking up feeling tired because your bladder woke you up, then drinking a large coffee that further irritates it, leading to more bathroom trips, and by lunchtime, you're already feeling completely drained. The secret to combating this lies in becoming a detective of your own diet. Start by paying attention to what you eat and drink and how your bladder responds. If you suspect a certain food is causing trouble, try eliminating it for a week or two and see if your symptoms improve. Then, slowly reintroduce it to confirm if it's a trigger for you. While individual sensitivities vary, a general rule of thumb is to lean towards a bladder-friendly diet rich in water, non-acidic fruits like pears and bananas, plenty of vegetables, and whole grains. Also, consider the broader picture of your gut health. A healthy gut microbiome, supported by a diet rich in fiber and perhaps some fermented foods like plain yogurt or kefir, can reduce inflammation throughout your body, indirectly supporting bladder health and improving nutrient absorption, which is vital for energy production. Think of foods as fuel. You want to choose the cleanest, most efficient fuel for your unique system. I recall Mr. Davies, who loved his morning orange juice and always had a glass of wine with dinner. He was perpetually complaining of feeling tired and making frequent trips to the bathroom. After learning about bladder irritants, he hesitantly cut out his citrus and alcohol. To his amazement, within a week, his nighttime bathroom trips reduced drastically, and he started waking up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in years. It was a simple dietary change, but it completely transformed his energy levels. Next, we'll dive into something that ties all these threads together, because no matter how well you hydrate or eat, if you're not getting proper rest, that flat feeling will inevitably persist. This brings us to our fourth crucial strategy: optimizing sleep for energy. We've already touched on how nighttime bathroom trips can disrupt sleep. But the truth is, sleep quality for seniors can be impacted by many factors, and chronic poor sleep is a direct, undeniable path to feeling flat, tired, and even irritable. Your body does its most important repair and rejuvenation work while you sleep. It's when your muscles recover, your brain clears out toxins, and your hormones rebalance. If this process is constantly interrupted or cut short, you wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all, and that feeling carries through your entire day. It's not just about the number of hours you spend in bed. It's about the quality of those hours. For many, a fragmented night of sleep, even if it adds up to 8 hours, is far less restorative than a solid 6 or 7 hours of uninterrupted deep sleep. Think about it: if you're groggy and low on energy, every task feels harder, your mood is affected, and your enthusiasm for life wanes. This is the very definition of feeling flat. So, how do we optimize this vital process beyond strategically managing your fluid intake as we discussed? There are several powerful habits you can adopt. First, aim for a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends. Helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, your circadian rhythm. This signals to your body when it's time to wind down and when it's time to be alert. Next, make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. This means making it as dark, quiet, and cool as possible. Even small amounts of light can disrupt melatonin production, the hormone that helps you sleep. Consider blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine if needed. Also, be mindful of what you do in the hours leading up to bedtime. Avoid stimulating activities like intense exercise or emotionally charged conversations too close to sleep. Limit screen time from phones, tablets, and televisions for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light emitted from these devices can interfere with melatonin. And finally, be cautious with heavy meals or excessive fluids right before bed, as these can trigger indigestion or, as we've discussed, late-night bathroom trips. Instead, consider a light, easily digestible snack if you're hungry, and a warm, non-caffeinated herbal tea. Create a soothing wind-down routine, perhaps a warm bath, listening to calm music, or reading a physical book. Mrs. Chang, for example, used to watch television in bed until late every night, often falling asleep with it still on. She was constantly exhausted. By implementing a strict no screens in bed rule, establishing a gentle wind-down ritual, and ensuring her room was truly dark and cool, she found her sleep deepened significantly. The change was so profound that she said she felt like she'd been living in a fog for years. And now she could finally see clearly and feel truly alive. It was a testament to how profoundly quality sleep can banish that flat feeling. We've covered some truly foundational habits. And now we're going to explore two more aspects that really amplify your body's natural ability to feel vibrant and full of life. Our fifth strategy for combating that flat feeling is embracing movement daily. Now, before you start thinking about intense gym workouts or running marathons, let's be clear, this isn't about pushing yourself to exhaustion. For seniors, consistent, gentle movement is the key. Think of your body as a complex system that thrives on motion. When you move, you stimulate blood circulation, which means oxygen and nutrients are delivered more efficiently to every cell in your body, including your brain. This alone is a powerful antidote to sluggishness. Regular movement also helps maintain muscle mass, which naturally declines with age, and contributes to better balance and flexibility, reducing the risk of falls and increasing your overall sense of capability. When you feel physically capable, you naturally feel less flat and more empowered. Beyond the immediate physical benefits, movement is a fantastic mood booster. It releases endorphins, those natural feel-good chemicals that can lift your spirits and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. And surprisingly, physical activity also plays a role in supporting healthy bladder function, as it helps regulate bowel movements, preventing constipation, which can put pressure on the bladder and worsen urinary symptoms. The painful reality is that a sedentary lifestyle can trap you in a cycle of fatigue. The less you move, the less energy you feel you have, leading to even less movement. And the cycle continues, deepening that flat feeling. The secret here is to start small and find something you genuinely enjoy and can stick with. This could be as simple as a 10 or 15-minute walk around your neighborhood each day, or perhaps gentle stretching exercises that you can do in your living room. Gardening, dancing to your favorite music, light swimming, or even chair exercises can be incredibly effective. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Listen to your body and gradually increase the duration or intensity as you feel stronger. For example, Mr. Smith, who used to spend most of his day sitting, felt constantly heavy and fatigued. He decided to start with just a 5-minute walk to his mailbox and back. Slowly, he built it up to 20 minutes around his block. He was astonished to find that not only did his energy levels improve dramatically, but he also noticed better digestion and fewer urgent bathroom trips. Movement helped him break free from the sedentary slump and truly started to feel more engaged with life. It proved that even small steps can lead to huge leaps in vitality. And finally, for that surprising advice I mentioned earlier, let's talk about something that impacts everything we've discussed, often without us even realizing it. Stress less, live more. This is our sixth and perhaps most overlooked strategy for overcoming that flat feeling. You might not immediately connect stress with bladder health or energy levels, but chronic stress is a silent energy thief, subtly draining your vitality and exacerbating physical symptoms. When you're under stress, your body goes into fight or flight mode. It releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which are designed for short bursts of emergency action. While useful in true danger, if you're constantly stressed, these hormones remain elevated, putting your body in a perpetual state of alert. This drains your physical resources, leading to chronic fatigue, muscle tension, and often, disrupted sleep. What's more, stress directly impacts your bladder. For many, anxiety and worry can trigger or worsen symptoms of an overactive bladder, leading to more frequent urges and trips to the bathroom. Even when your bladder isn't full, imagine trying to relax or sleep when your mind is racing and your bladder feels constantly on edge. It's a recipe for feeling utterly flat and overwhelmed. The painful reality is that many of us carry stress daily, thinking it's just part of life as we get older, or that we just have to deal with it. But ignoring chronic stress is like trying to drive a car with the brakes slightly engaged. It costs you energy, wears out your system, and makes every journey harder. The secret to addressing this lies in simple, consistent stress-reducing practices. These don't have to be grand gestures. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a profound difference. Try deep breathing exercises. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly rise. Hold for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This simple act can calm your nervous system almost immediately. Spending time in nature, even just sitting in your garden or a local park, can be incredibly grounding. Engaging in hobbies that bring you joy, whether it's painting, knitting, listening to music, or reading, shifts your focus from worries and allows your mind to rest and recharge. Gentle social connection, spending time with people who uplift you, can also be a powerful stress reliever. The key is finding what truly helps you unwind and incorporate it into your daily routine. Mrs. Lee, for instance, had persistent bladder urgency that seemed to worsen during periods of high stress. She started incorporating 10 minutes of quiet contemplation and listening to calming music into her evening routine. She was surprised to find that not only did her overall anxiety decrease, but her bladder also felt calmer, leading to fewer urgent trips and a profound sense of peace. This, in turn, allowed her to feel less overwhelmed and much more energetic. So, there you have it, 6 powerful, practical habits that can make an extraordinary difference in how you feel every single day. We've talked about the importance of strategic hydration to avoid those sleep-disrupting nighttime trips, and how strengthening your core and pelvic floor can give you back control and confidence. We explored the surprising ways your diet affects your bladder and overall energy, and how optimizing your sleep environment and routine is non-negotiable for true vitality. We also discussed how embracing gentle daily movement can re-energize your body and spirit. And finally, how managing stress can be the ultimate game changer for reclaiming your vibrancy and overcoming that flat feeling. Remember, every small step you take, every little adjustment you make in these areas, contributes to a much bigger picture of renewed health and profound happiness. You truly have the power to reclaim your vitality and feel more vibrant, energetic, and fully engaged with life. Regardless of your age, it's not about perfection, it's about consistent, gentle effort and listening to what your body needs. You deserve to live your best life, full of energy and free from those draining worries. If any of these insights resonated with you, if you've tried some of these tips, or if you have your own advice to share, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. I love hearing your stories and experiences. And if you found this video helpful and feel it could benefit others, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more practical advice designed to help you live your best life at every age. Your journey to feeling vibrant and full of life is just beginning. Embrace it, enjoy it, and keep shining brightly.